What store is this? My hands are shaking, bro.
Same.
How are you? Are we dying? We're getting bananas. Bananas, at least. Because Fabian doesn't want to cook because all of a sudden he's too good for me. Bro, you're the only one I cook for. What are you talking about?
If anything, you should be blessed.
Live.
You don't want to move the camera closer? Usually you have it a lot closer.
No.
Because we're like cut halfway.
Good.
You're putting
Good.
so much at the top.
Good.
Usually it's not up.
Good.
Side.
That makes it that we get more of ourselves on the vertical clips.
Okay.
So on YouTube, I just punch it in.
Okay.
It's been a while, Fabian. It's been a while since we're doing it. We're gonna talk about
Copy.
some things.
Let's do it.
First,
Foremost.
chef, let's. What do you have for us today? Let's pick up the plate.
Show
'Cause
the
we're
camera, show the camera.
professionals.
Show the camera. Yeah.
Damn.
Look crazy.
All right.
So I'm chefing it up
Yeah.
for
What'd
you
you
as
make?
always.
What'd you make? And not as always. This is like the second time.
No, always. I
Second
think
time.
I shout out to all the females
Oh wow.
because they want me to cook for them, and I really don't usually. Like it's very. If I cook for you, I really loved you for
Pookie
real.
number one.
If I
type
cook for
shit,
you, I
know
really
what I'm
loved you for
saying?
real. So, yeah, I think now you
love
are the
me.
person that I've cooked the
Love
most
me.
for.
I just say that, bro.
So yeah,
I've got a
the benefits of dating me, you get someone who can cook.
We're
for you.
not dating, by the way. This is just. I don't know why you included that last bit. Made it
I'm
sound
just
like
saying,
we.
if
Made
you
it sound
da-
like we were.
If you date me, you get
Type
you get a
shit.
chef.
All right. So what
type
did you
shit.
make?
Just a regular ass ciabatta sandwich.
With
You know,
what? Like
some
go
spring
through
mix,
it.
some tomatoes,
Yeah, yeah.
some roasted turkey, some
Oh, you
black
roasted
fo-
it?
Yeah, it's oven roasted.
Oh, I thought you did it like
roasted
yourself.
turkey, black forest ham, Gouda cheese.
Okay.
All
right.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mayo. You said.
It's a mayo. Yep.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna put a chicken breast in there.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
but
a breaded
that's
chicken
OD.
breast, but that's OD.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's OD.
Next time.
Next time, this is not a restaurant type shit.
Yeah.
All right. So I say we both take a bite
Okay.
and give our impressions.
All right. Say less.
I'm gonna try to do it with the microphone. That way you hear this crunchiness. I don't know if he.
You want the plate?
Nah, you can have the plate.
You're gonna make a mess.
You know, Fabian, you were absolutely correct about a mess. I didn't know why you didn't bring 2 plates. You don't have any like paper plates here?
Paper? No. I should get you a plate.
Give me a plate. Give me a plate. All right, while he gets me a plate, this is the most casual Idle Talk mini ever. This shit is good. Like, we were debating. He didn't want to cook bacon and egg. He didn't want to do all that. He was being lazy. So I'm like, let's do something nice, something crisp, something light. And I think we found a good medium. I'm actually quite enjoying myself. It's very, like the bread to meat to vegetable to cheese ratio is nice. I like it. You're
set it up perfectly,
You're 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 professional out of this.
Thank you.
This shit was
It's
fire.
almost like I went to school for it.
It's almost like you did go to school for it.
It's almost like somebody was my professor at one point and was like, "Yo, let's teach you how to cook, dog."
All right. That was a 10 out of 10 sandwich.
I appreciate you. So far, has there been a miss? Every time I've cooked for you.
The bagel we had like 6 weeks ago, fire.
10 out of 10. The
10
steak
out
I made for you a few months ago.
Yeah, that was fire too.
10 out of 10. The pasta I made for you at Baltimore.
That was 10 out of 10 too.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta tell them, bro. You gotta out here hook me up with your girl,
Bro, we gotta
you gotta hook me up.
We gotta
Find
get you a
me a
restaurant.
wife, bro. Find me a wife. A restaurant.
You're not trying to exploit your labor type shit. All right. Before we get into anything crazy, we're gonna keep this nice and casual, nice and sweet. So, one of Malik's friends from college, I recently, maybe like 3 months ago, started chit chatting with him because Malik invited him to play Dead by Daylight. So we were playing, right? And then he casually mentioned that he was starting his own like beef jerky brand. So I was like, all right, cool. Send me some. I bought some. The first batch I had was fire, absolutely fire. He sent me all these dope ass flavors,
Flavors and stuff?
Yeah, which I don't have for you today.
Dang.
Unfortunately,
Rip.
I bought a shirt and a couple of things. And I mentioned I wanted the habanero heat, but then I second guessed myself, right? I was like, I don't want it no more. Actually, that sounds mad
jerky?
spicy. Yes. So I've got habanero heat beef jerky. Right
You a
here.
bitch. That's the one jerky you brought is a spicy
Yes,
one?
yes, because I wanted to
That's
get
crazy.
your taste reactions.
Can I say something real quick?
What?
In old age, I don't think my body likes spice no more, bro.
That's what I'm saying,
As much as
bro.
I like spice, I don't think my body does anymore. Anytime I eat anything spicy, my stomach hates it. Like I get the worst stomach ache, and then when I go to poop,
That's
fire
crazy.
out my
All
ass.
right. So there's 3 servings in each packet. There's 90 calories per serving,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got where's the protein? 15 grams of protein per
We
serving.
like that. We like
That's
that.
high, right?
That's pretty high for a
the-
piece of meat.
Exactly. So I'm gonna let you taste it.
First?
Yes, because
Oh,
low key, I've
no.
been eating this, but like. I was-
Can we do it at the same time at
yeah,
least?
we are. But,
okay.
but I'm saying I've been playing Dead by Daylight. I'll give you the bigger piece because I already know what it tastes like.
Oh, you've had the habanero?
Yeah. I've been eating it. The thing I like about this is that when you first put it in your mouth, it's like kind of a tough. But as you start chewing it and as your mouth starts like
Bro.
moistening it, it starts getting a little softer,
This
right?
is gas.
It is gas, right? But let's finish chewing because the habanero heat does not kick in immediately.
No, I feel it. I feel it.
No. There's more to come. There's
it?
more to come.
I was like, this is heat, but I like this heat. If it gets spicier than this, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Oh, it tastes good though.
It does taste good, right? So the thing
Shout
is,
out, what's his name?
his name is Steve. So it's ST Jerky, right here.
Shout out you, Steve, because that shit is good.
He's doing the Lord's work,
Legit, dog, for real.
and I've been waiting for us to meet up so we can.
Is he smoking them? How's he doing this?
I don't know.
It's good,
I'll
dog.
insert a clip of him talking about it in between here so he could plug
Shout out Malik's
himself.
friend. That shit's really good.
But there's other flavors. He's got like teriyaki. He's got like ranch. The ranch one he makes with the ranch seasoning. He told me, but the ranch one's low key my favorite one.
It's not gas.
He's barbecue. He has raspberry chipotle.
Spicier than this one?
I have no idea. I think there's one flavor spicier than this habanero heat, but you know, one piece that's not enough.
That's good.
That's not enough beef jerky though, right? But it's when you start eating like 2 or 3 after, then the heat starts burning
Yeah.
up. I was playing Dead by Daylight last night, and I was just like at the end
Snacking on 'em?
Yeah, I was snacking on them, and at the end of it, I was like, So I was playing with Lena last night, and she was like, she usually takes like one piece. She takes like 5 bites out of.
She has them over there too?
Yeah. So again, this is Malik's friend. So Malik buys, you know, he supports his friend, and I support Malik's friends.
How much is a bag?
Damn it, I don't know. Let me go on my Discord, cause I just be
How you not
Venmoing
know?
him. I just be Venmoing him like $50.
So $50 for a bag?
Not for one bag. You crazy? He was telling me.
Does he have like a website or something that we could buy?
Instagram.
Instagram, okay.
Yeah.
We'll put the link. Aquí.
All right. So he was like 3 for $20. 3 bags for $20.
That's really
and
good.
then $10 shipping. And I don't mind paying that because
3 for $20 is really good.
it's fire, and it's the 15 grams of protein.
I've
Is really
seen
what.
bags like this, like premium jerky bags, selling for $20.
No, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is the most premium that it gets.
I'm not fucking with you. It is. It's like I've had premium beef. It's the same quality, but I think this tastes
Look
better.
how big this piece is. He does not skimp
what,
out on the
what
pieces.
like cut of beef is he
I have
like?
no idea.
Is he smoking?
No idea,
It's good.
bro. It's mad good though. You want another one?
Yeah, I do.
Look at a big one. And it's not because I don't really know him, so I have no reason to lie. He's just a friend of a friend, but
I don't know him at all.
I
would have been honest and be like, this is shit.
I low key have been looking for like a snack that has high protein and I don't have to feel guilty about eating it. This right here,
I'm not fucking with you. I probably would do the same.
You know how official this guy is to get this label? You got to get like a certification.
You need FDA,
Yeah, exactly. So this is legit. Once this shit starts paying him more than his regular job, I think this shit got potential.
That shit's good, bro.
All the bodybuilders in my gym like it, so I just be.
Yo, you've been letting him try it?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good. Damn, that's good clientele. That was so hard to get out.
I kind of want to do like the regular flavors, like just bring a whole batch and just start like handing it to people,
Sampling it,
like letting people know. That'd be something nice to do.
Promotion for Steve.
Steve T. Jerky. I don't know his last name, but I know it's his first and last name, Jerky. Oh man, see, for me, it's starting to hit a little bit. That heat.
It's
It's
not.
start- starting to get to me.
It's like,
Let me
A
get
little
more
spice?
sandwich.
but I know it's gonna hurt like a bitch coming out later. I'm telling you, bro, my body does not react to spice really well anymore. As much as I like spicy food. Like, I had Takis a few days ago. I was enjoying the fuck out that bag, bro. I loved every second of it. A few hours later, I hated every second of it.
Regretted it.
Yep. I was like, I don't think I'd ever want to eat Takis again. But
That's actually
it was
funny.
so good in the moment that I was like, I probably will buy another bag. But
Right.
the afterwards was
Terrible.
deadly. Yeah, it was deadly.
Okay, so we got the jerky taste test out of the way. Perfect.
This is the... Sorry for audio listeners. This is the food podcast.
food
So if
podcast.
you're not seeing, you're just hearing a bunch
Well,
of
it's gonna be
us munching and chewing and
it's gonna
and
be
drinking.
part vlog, part this, part ad, and then the rest of what we had to talk about today. So tell me about this all white party you went to. I know you invited me to it, right? But that's not for me. That's not my cup of tea. I wasn't gonna have
The
a good
more the
time.
merrier, bro.
You know, I was just gonna be like wishing I was home.
I'm trying
so-
to do stuff with my boys before I die.
Oh wow.
That's why I invite everybody to everything. Usually everybody's busy though.
Yeah.
I get
wasn't.
it. Life is tough, dude. It's hard making plans with people.
I forgot what I did that day.
Don't matter. But it was good. I went with my cousin Joan Valdez de Don. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, I know him.
Love him. We got there like around, I think like a 30, no, like an hour and 30 minutes before the party started.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because we were trying. It's in New York, so we were looking for parking.
Did you
And
find parking mad
We
early?
did. We did because we got there early. We were
Fortunate.
smart.
See.
So that's and shout out Joanne because that was his idea. I was like, "Why are we getting there?" She's like, "We gotta find parking,
he
bro. It's gonna be a
knows.
bitch."
He knows.
He's like, "And if we don't get there early, we gonna have to pay for parking." And then when we were driving around, them parking things are. It was like $30 for like half an hour. I was like, "There's no way they charge y'all that much for
do.
half an hour."
They do. I
And
mean,
the
that's
party-
probably an exaggeration, but it is a lot.
It'd be like that, yeah.
Probably like
And the
$30
party
for
I
4
think
hours.
was from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. So we had a bunch of
It's like
time.
a midday party.
Yeah. So we got there early. Instead of like, we were sitting in the car for a bit. Then we went to a bar that was like an Irish pub.
And you pre-gamed.
Yeah, pretty much. We drank. We ate fries, random shit. We just sat there, drank, got a little turnt. And then when we got to the party, you know, we got there early because we were already there early, so there wasn't that many people. So we just sat around until people started getting there, and then like we food was good, free food.
Oh wow.
I thought it was going to be free drinks also.
Oh,
it was
no.
not free drinks. We had to
You
pay
had
for
to
our
pay for your
drinks.
drinks?
Yeah, even though on the thing, on the invite, it said
Free
drinks.
drinks?
It said drinks and food included. So then when I got there, it was like pay for your drinks. I was like, hey, espérate, what?
Not the says on the flyer. Can you look at this?
We paid for. I think me and John were taking turns on rounds. So I'd bought the first round, then he bought the second round, and we kept going back and forth.
But just
I
for
don't-
yeah, right? And not like.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah, definitely,
hell
yeah,
no. It would have been so.
'Cause I
expensive
hate
if it
when
was for
somebody
other
else started
people.
coming into the round thing.
Yeah,
I'm
they're like, let me in. Yeah,
"Ah,
like get the. I
stay
don't
over
even
there."
know you, dog.
I don't even drink like that, so this is already costing me a lot of money. You know.
I'm trying to think about how many we had. It was a lot.
But
Like a lot. Like I got so fucked up by the end of the night because
But he drove, right?
Joanne drove.
Oh,
yeah.
so
But
he didn't
Joanne
get that
can,
fucked up.
I think Joanne can handle liquor a lot more than I
So
can.
you saying he could drink and drive?
I don't know about all that,
No,
but
no,
I
no,
think
no.
he can drink and drive after a few hours.
Police!
Like after a few hours of sobering up,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But and he could handle a lot more liquor. So by the end of the night, I was like I was so fucked up. Like we were going to Like I think at the end of the party, we were going to Chick-fil-A because we were still hungry. But I was so and we were walking. I was so fucked up that I was like, we got to Chick-fil-A. I was like, I don't even know how we got here. I was so we
That's
were
so
walking
funny.
and I was so fucked up. Like I was so drunk that by the time we got there, I was like, oh, Chick-fil-A. When did we get here? He's like, John was like, we were walking for like 5 minutes, bro.
I was about to say, meanwhile, it was like 30 blocks.
It was like a 5-minute walk, and then we got up there and we both ordered like chicken sandwiches. I'm like going way ahead of myself, but the party was fun. We drank a lot. I think the more drunk I got, the more courage I got, like because I have anxiety, so it's very hard for me to like socialize with
call
people
it?
that I don't know.
liquid courage. That's what they
Yeah,
call
pretty
it.
much.
Pretty much.
So I drank. The more I drank, the more comfortable I got, and I started speaking to people, speaking to girls.
Girls?
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 Girls.
I'm scared of girls.
Me too, bro. But I got liquor in me, and I wasn't scared.
Even when I get liquor, I get more scared.
No. I think with liquor, I don't care. I think like the wall that prevents me from speaking to people disappears. It's
Especially
like,
when you're
It's
in
like
New
I don't
York.
give a fuck. I don't know none of these people. I think that's what happened. Like I
Exactly.
literally only knew the person who invited me to the
Yeah.
event, and then Joang, and so I didn't know that many people. And so, as the more I drank, the more I was like, oh, I'm comfortable. And I don't give a shit. I probably will never see any of these people again or speak to any of these people.
Yeah,
Again.
yeah.
So I started just acting like I started being dumb. I didn't give a shit. I
That's so
started
funny.
saying stuff and doing
Oh,
stuff.
you started being charismatic.
Yeah.
The Rizzler.
I danced bachata with one lady.
You danced with
Yeah.
a lady?
Yeah. Asian lady. Shout out her. She
You
knew
knew
how to
bachata?
dance. Yeah.
Damn.
And then the end of the night when I was real fucked.
Yeah.
Me and Joan was just on the dance floor. Joan was like, he was hitting. I was doing
Nah,
dumb
you was
shit.
going
I was
crazy?
doing dumb shit.
Nah, where's the video?
I think
4K.
no, I'm not joking. They did have a videographer, so you're gonna see me being stupid if they ever
That's so
post it.
funny.
Because I was so off my ass, bro. And I was also, I smoked,
Bro,
so
he was having a good time.
I smoked, and I was also high.
Yeah. I mean, that's nice.
So
you
then,
know,
and then back to we finished the party. We said goodbye to people, and then we went to Chick-fil-A.
you ain't change no Instagrams? You ain't
No.
make
But
any-
this is the best part, right? So all the girls I was talking to,
Yeah.
too pussy to ever ask for Instagram or I was like, I knew the confidence of what I had. I was not there. I wasn't like, let me get your
You're
number.
like, you know what? I
let
can
me
show
get your
out
IG.
on the dance floor, but I cannot ask you for your Instagram.
But I can speak to you for a bit and make it seem like we're really
we can chit chat. I
Yeah.
can lead you on to think that I want more, but I'm too scared. So
pretty
I'm not
much.
gonna do
So, and then when the person who like made the event started
yeah.
posting about it and like posting pictures and stuff, she started tagging everybody, and that's when I started getting a bunch of follows from a lot of the women that I spoke to. Like she posted a picture of me and her like hugging or something,
Yeah.
and then I got a bunch of follows from that. So like
Hey.
any other girls that I spoke to that I was too pussy to ask like for DMs and
You know,
numbers,
the
I got
Lord-
it eventually.
the Lord works in
yeah,
mysterious
pretty
ways,
much.
you
The
know?
Lord works in very mysterious ways. So eventually, I did follow a bunch of them, spoke to some of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a really
good.
good time. Me and Joang, and that's what I'm saying. Like I want to do that type of stuff with everybody, all the guys. It's like such a. It was like Christians.
You gotta know
what
your
was it?
audience. You gotta know your
Like
audience.
Christians baby shower. Like I like when it's just a bunch of it's just us having
Yeah,
fun.
He's
and
got
then,
a baby already.
Yeah, I know he's a dad. And then
Yeah.
we went home.
You be taking
knocked
selfies
the fuck
with him.
out.
Her.
I did. I saw on the
Yeah,
group chat.
it's
It's mad
ass-
cute.
that's
Yeah, it's so fucking
I
cute.
was like, I've never been jealous of another man ever, but this is the closest I've ever been.
Really.
I was like, yo, I want a child. Eventually,
Me
when I'm
too,
ready.
dog.
When
I
I'm
want- I
ready,
want a
you know,
baby so
favorite.
bad.
When I'm ready, you know, I'm not
I
gonna
have
be.
really bad baby fever.
I ain't gonna be pumping and dumping. You know.
You shouldn't be doing that anyway.
That's- but people out here doing
Shout
that.
out my dad.
Oh wow! Shout out my dad too. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here.
Pumping and dumping.
All right, so let's talk about my thing. So
Yes, please tell us about
I've
your
had
party.
a crazy summer. I had
Tell
like
me,
a
tell me.
Phineas and Ferb-esque summer. You know, I went to Baltimore for like 4 days.
I
Right,
remember.
that was fire. Got to do a lot of things. Then, 2 weeks later, I went to Vermont and Massachusetts. So I spent a few days there. I spent like maybe like 3 PTO days, like 6 days in total. That was awesome. Vermont, low key, is nice. I can see why the population over there is just old people. I feel like they're there just
like
to
the place
retire.
to retire?
Yeah, it's what probably Florida.
kinda
peop-
wanna- I
what
wanna live
people
like
think
that.
Florida is like a retirement place, but they literally have like all the pricing. I feel like because there was a blueberry festival at the same time, which was a unique thing to experience. I feel like they
I want to go to something like that, like an apple festival where like everything is like apple flavored or whatever.
So
you
I
went
had-
to one of those like
yes,
blueberry?
yes.
That's
It was
sick.
a blueberry festival, and they had pulled pork,
blueberry blue
blueberry
pork.
barbecue pulled pork.
Was it good?
It was type fire. I won't lie to you.
Wow,
I won't
sounds
eat it
good.
every day, you know.
That sounds good.
But to try at one of those festivals, I definitely don't regret that. I had actually a blueberry lemonade margarita. That was tough. That was so
That
good.
sounds gas.
And it wasn't that bad. It was like $5.
Were there blueberry muffins? That has to be right.
No, bro. I went to this.
Really?
I went to this magic show
Okay.
in a church.
Okay.
So it was me
That's
and my
blasphemous.
three other friends, and this guy looked like a criminal, bro. He looked-
Damn.
But that's like the esque of the town, you know. Like, of course, that guy is the magician, the town.
The
magician,
weirdo
right?
is the magician.
Yeah. So he comes in, and it's an ice cream social. So he's coming in, he's setting up, and we go to this ice cream social thinking it's like, oh, fresh ice cream. Nah, it's just fucking like store bought ice cream.
Really?
But they had the toppings.
Oh,
But they
so it's like
had
an ice cream bar
yeah,
type
yeah, But they
situation.
had this fresh blueberry
Cobbler or something?
no, as a topping.
cream?
It was like a syrup, but blueberries. It was like I don't know what it's called, but
Like a compote?
yes, yeah. And then I put it on top of my ice cream. Chef's kiss, bro. That shit was 10 out of 10.
Sounds gas.
And the blueberries are so fresh. Like here, I feel like the blueberries taste like
Blueberries are kind of
dirty.
ass.
I feel like they taste dirty here.
When they're not in season, they're kind of dog shit.
but over there,
they were good.
they were 10 out of 10.
It's like, have you ever had strawberries? Like good
Yes.
ones, like no, but like good
Oh,
ones.
no, I don't know. I don't know what good ones mean.
Like normally strawberries taste like nothing. They're like watery. Yeah,
No,
that's
when
because
they're really
we're always
sweet?
we're always eating them out of season. 'Cause
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
not,
yeah.
And then like when they're in season, oh my god, they're so good. It's like a whole different level.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
feel like that's how
understand what you're
it's
saying
how it
now.
is with blueberry. Like blueberries are so shit most of the times.
Bro.
I've never had a good blueberry, so I kind of
That blueberry
I'm so jealous.
was fire,
I'm jealous, bro.
and the magic show was hilarious because
What was he doing?
3 out of 4 of us got to participate.
Really? He
in the
picked you out of
thing.
the crowd?
Yeah. It was hilarious because I kept volunteering my friends. I was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
her." And then- so you can imagine we're dressed up like we're not dressed up for this magic show. We're just dressed up like we're trying to go out, like you experience the event of the town, whatever. So we're like a little overdressed for this magic show.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's there with her dress, like getting a sword put through her throat. And he's like,
how did that work?
it worked somehow. I don't know how he did it, but there was one.
What did she say after?
Oh, I don't know.
How did it feel like?
It wasn't real, Fabry. It was an illusion.
But he has to do something, man. If you're standing there, you must be like, I kind of know what he's doing.
What I think is the sword was like malleable, so he would stick it in this thing, and it would just like turn around her neck, and then
So it
come
wouldn't actually
out.
cut her?
Yeah, that's what I. That's I mean, obviously
probably.
she's not dead, clearly. But she was so good at
Not yet.
acting over there because she was like when he pulled the sword out, she was like, and all the kids were dying, bro. But that's I guess that was like. The same thing.
That's fun,
What
yeah.
you're saying is like experiencing something with other
With
people.
friends, yeah, it's so much
experiencing
fun.
that and then like playing it up with because there was kids there. It was a kids function.
To them, they believe it.
Yeah,
they
they're
believe
like,
the
"Oh my
magic.
God."
Yeah, it's so much better. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that was the nice part of it. But there was one where he was doing this thing where he cut off his hand,
Oh.
but he was doing it in front of the TV. You see how you can see a reflection on the TV?
Yep. So you saw what he was
So we
doing?
saw what he was doing, and I guess the kids didn't notice. But I was like, I told my boy next to me, I was like, yo, I could look at the TV.
I see the reveal of the treat.
I see what he's doing. I think that was like funny in itself. The whole event was nice. We went to a cabin, stayed at a cabin. It's pretty
How do you
chill.
think you get into that career?
To being a part-time magician,
Yeah.
because that's not a full-time career. But
Maybe it is. Maybe he makes
Not for
mad
him.
bank.
I don't think he does.
in those events.
I don't think he does.
Maybe they hire him for mad money.
Probably not. It was a church
he's like a
function.
Chris Angel type
He probably
shit?
did it for free.
Remember,
type shit.
Chris Angel was rich.
Yeah, but he was an
Not anymore.
illusionist. He's not a magician.
Saying, what the fuck is the difference?
David Blaine's a magician. Because David Blaine will throw a deck of cards at a window, and then the card that your mother signed when you were born appears on the fucking window.
But David Blaine also does all those experiment stunts shit.
yeah, but he's actually a grassroots magician.
And you don't fuck with Chris Angel?
I mean, it's
I just remember his show from when I was a kid.
Like-
I don't really care about him.
you could see him like that. He was a TV like
Magician, yeah.
Like David Blaine was.
But
in
David
the
Blaine,
street.
he was a
Nah, David Blaine was doing magic in front of
on
black
the street.
people.
You're right, on the street.
And they were like, "Oh!"
they were losing
so
it.
that's
And then-
mad,
and then he got
that's
a TV
mad
show. Yeah, you're
believable,
right,
You
you're
know what
right,
I'm
you're
saying?
right.
Like he was
he was like
he was
street
doing it
level
himself.
First.
He was like, "Yo,
street
grab
level,
a
yeah.
camera, let's go do magic." Chris Angel wasn't doing that. Nobody else.
I
was
mean,
really
he
doing
was, but with a camera crew.
That. Yeah, exactly. He was in a studio with a fucking people who were just paid to be there.
Listen, I don't know that man, that
don't-
white man.
That way, I don't fuck with that white man either. But David Blaine though.
He's not white. I
No,
thought
I
David
said
was
Chris
white.
Angel. Chris Angel's
Oh.
white. Yeah. David Blaine though. He's valid in my end of the streets.
Okay.
And then, right, so we went for my friend's birthday to Vermont, but then we had a barbecue 2 weeks later for that. And let me tell you, bro, they were like, all right, who's going to start cooking? And I was like, it was just me and the same 3 people that were there because we were there early. Because we were at my friend's house. She's got a pool.
Yeah, yeah.
She's got an outdoor kitchen. That shit
sounds
was
cool.
Flames. I'm like, you got an outdoor kitchen? And you don't live in this house? You want to live in the Bronx? I digress.
I'd rather live in the house.
I'd rather live
without
in
the
the
kitchen.
outdoor. Yeah, but her mom was there, so I guess
Oh, she don't wanna live with her
you gotta
mom. Makes sense.
I
I get it.
You gotta think about it, type shit.
Yeah, the
what
mental
matters.
anguish of living with your
Exactly.
parents. I get it. I get it.
Exactly. So, I'm over there. The grill's on, and they're like, yeah, start it because our boy is gonna come and
And he
cook
gonna
later.
grill it. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I was told. I was like, start it. So like, I'm prepping the grill. I'm getting it to this temperature. I'm like laying down some things. Tell me how I was cooking the entire time.
Damn.
That guy came that was supposed to cook. He's like, "Oh, we're doing shifts." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess we're doing shifts, right?" Then, bro got so shit faced.
He
Bro
never
was
got up to
in the
cook.
chair, just fucking like slump, like hammered.
That would be me.
Yeah, he was hammered, bro.
He'd be like, Fabian, you gonna be the cooking? I'm like, all right. get drunk and shit, be like on the chair.
See, that's fucked up. I think that's fucked up. But I cooked the entire time.
How was it?
And-
What'd you make?
But basically, everything was prepped for me. I was just literally supposed to just start it, like start laying down burgers, hot dogs, whatever.
Like classic
And-
food.
yeah, classic barbecue
hot
food.
dog, burger.
Yeah, and then like we had some like steak tips. We had some shrimp.
Some chickens.
We had like fried chicken that we bought externally. That was very popular.
I like chicken.
And different kind of breads, cheeses, whatever. So I'm cooking the entire time.
Charcuterie board.
Tell me how, right? There's like an in between period where everybody stops eating, everybody's just vibing, right?
Okay.
Everybody, we're taking shots in between. We're drinking.
How are you cooking and drinking? Weren't you on your ass?
I didn't.
You were
drink that
standing by
much
the grill the whole time?
The whole time, right? Then I went to sit
Did
down.
you walk away from it at that?
I did. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting to that. I sat down, and then literally somebody hands me a blunt and say, "Yo, thanks for cooking." I was like, "All right, thanks." So I'm smoking it, right? But I thought I was like, "Hey, I'm smoking too much of it," so I pass it to somebody, and then I get another one. And I'm like, and they're like, "Hey, thanks for cooking, guy." I was like, "Oh, thanks, man." And then
A new one?
A new
Or the
one,
same
right?
one? Oh.
A new one. And I'm thinking to myself again, I was smoking too much of it, and I pass it.
Uh-huh.
And then I get a third one, and after
Another
that
new
third
one?
yeah, another new one. And they're all
I need to cook for y'all. What the
They're-
fuck? They be
they're-
paying y'all in weed?
They were all different kinds
Oh,
of
what?
weed, right? And so I'm like, I'm sitting there after a while, I pass it, and then I don't get a new one, thankfully. So I'm sitting there, and I'm just fucked up.
High out of your mind. Just sitting there high out of your fucking mind.
I'm literally like, probably with the worst posture ever, just slanted in this chair. I'm just like, my eyes closed, but I could see everything. I'm just like, fuck. And then you know how the party doesn't start on time. Party started at 3. Everybody started showing up at 5. So I'm fucked up by 8 p.m. Right? And then at like 9, a whole other group of people show up. And so I gotta get back on the grill. You know, I gotta get back on there, start cooking up some more. Because I didn't cook everything. So I cook more hamburgers, cook more hot dogs. Everybody starts eating. And people who ate earlier are eating again, type shit. So I'm cooking more food. And then, you know when you want people to go home, but they're just not getting the hints. So at midnight,
Well,
I shut off the grill, right? That's a major hit that this party is winding down, right?
Yeah.
The grill's off.
Yep.
You cannot ask for more food. Like, I'm already
You
started.
could, but I'm gonna be like, no.
I'm cleaning it a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
I'm making it look like, hey, this shit is about to be over. And I can tell because my friend, the host of the party, she's sitting across from me on the table, and she looks checked out.
She's like, I want everyone
She's
out
like,
this
I
house.
want everybody to go home, and you
Yeah.
can see on her face. Like
Like,
if,
she's
if
trying to
I
be a
could
good
notice
host.
that,
She's
if
trying to
I
be a
could
good
notice
host,
that,
yeah.
everybody else could notice that. So everybody starts like peeling off, right?
Yeah.
Except this one group of people, bro,
Who wouldn't leave?
who wouldn't leave. So I'm sitting here with the birthday girl,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, all right, what's another subtle hint? So she puts her head on my shoulder, and I put my head right here, and we're knocked out for like an hour and a half. Then I'll wake up,
And they're all still there?
they're all still
No!
there, full party, right? So birthday girl's right here, her man is right here, and he's talking to his friends, which is okay because those are his friends. They're kind of allowed to be there. But these other people, like only one of them knew the host, and then
And
the
they were
oth-
still there.
and then the other people
Were
that
all
came
his,
with
like,
them,
plus ones.
yeah, were her plus ones, right? So they're chatting, and you could tell I wake up and she's even more like checked out,
Yeah,
doesn't
like-
want to be there, right? And so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go back to sleep. I wake up like an hour and a half later. It's like 3:30 a.m. And then I see this girl who is with this
The group earlier.
plus one group, right?
Yeah.
And then she's eating these hot dogs, and I'm like,
Who the fuck turned the grill back on?
no, favorite. She was raw eating those
No, she
hot
wasn't.
dogs. Yes.
You lying.
No, I swear to God, favorite.
She was eating
She
raw
was
dogs?
eating raw hot dogs because I left them
What?
out. I left them out, and so somebody could put them inside. But she was just eating them. I'm looking.
She
I'm
must have been drunk out her
bro.
ass,
She was
bro.
drunk out her fucking mind. Cause I'm like,
To
I
eat
know
raw dogs.
I know
is
her stomach hurt on the
crazy.
drive
I know,
home.
right?
I-
Eating raw hot dogs
Bro.
is gross because them shits is made of weird misery meat.
But
dog.
favorite. Listen. I see that. I
You
don't
didn't say
acknowledge
nothing.
it.
I wouldn't have said nothing either.
And then I go back to sleep, and then I wake up, and
the dogs is gone.
Everybody's
All the dogs
bro,
is gone?
she was raw dogging like 4 hot dogs. I swear to God.
Oh
like,
my God.
And I thought, oh, maybe because I'm sleeping, I woke up and I'm not in my right mind. I had
You're
just
like, maybe it
drank.
it
was
was-
mad Don Julio. It was mad
Uh-huh.
Hennessy. It was mad
Uh-huh.
like weed. And I'm like, maybe I'm fucked up.
Uh-huh.
Right. So we start wrapping up. Everybody's leaving now. Officially, it's like fucking 4 a.m. And
That's
then
wild.
It's crazy because we shut down at 12. Like
4 a.m. is insane, bro. I would have been like, get the fuck out my house. I
So-
want to sleep.
I wished, but
Y'all
here
are
we
too
were.
nice. Yeah, y'all are too nice.
I feel
Y'all
like
are good hosts.
I
That's
feel
what
like
it
it's
is.
because she was really good friends with the girl because they were sorority sisters, and she was just chatterboxing it up to her, and she just like dead in her face, like She's like, I don't want to listen anymore. I don't even think she heard a majority
Of what they were talking
what she
about?
was talking about. I think she
was
just
like
kept.
one ear out the other.
Yeah,
like, just
she
get
was
the
like
fuck
she
outta
was just
here.
responding. Like I don't think she remembers that conversation, but
you-
those people start leaving,
So,
right?
all right, 4 a.m.
4 a.m. They leave, and then she goes. She just all of a sudden wakes up from a trance. She was like, "Fernando," I was like, "What?" She's like, "Did you see that girl eating those hot dogs?" I was like, "That was real." And then we all start like talking about it, and I was like, "Bro, I woke up and I thought I was tripping out of my mind."
You
I-
sure she wasn't eating cooked
No,
dogs?
they were not cooked because when I
Were
went
they in buns or was she?
no, just fucking just and the worst part is that they weren't even like they were seasoned. So they seasoned the hot dogs like some garlic butter,
Yeah.
some like salt, pepper, like they were like seasoned hot dogs. And so it was sitting in the tray of all that seasoning and hot dog water because hot dogs have water. So she just ate like at least 4 of those, Fabrian.
Oh, bro, hot dog water is crazy,
Bro, and I was like, I know she's shitting herself in
Brother,
the car
oh,
right
brother.
now.
Oh.
She,
yeah, I know the
she's
next
sick.
morning she was so mad. She's
She
like,
was sick.
what
She-
the fuck did I eat, bro?
Like, nah, she was like, damn, this alcohol. Ugh.
Not realizing she ate 4
She ate
uncooked dogs.
4 uncooked dogs. And I'm not gonna lie, she was kind of bad. But after I saw that, I was like, I wouldn't
Damn,
even
if you put
touch you with
4
a pole.
uncooked dogs in your mouth, what else you
I'm
putting
like,
in
you
your
got an
mouth?
STD, bro.
What else you putting in your mouth?
You got an STD and you okay with it type shit. Because
Ugh.
there's no way you just ate 4 uncooked hot dogs for me. So, yeah, I spent the whole time chefing it up. There was ample time for people to get cooked hot dogs. It wasn't like I wasn't cooking hot dogs. It wasn't like I wasn't taking requests for stuff. Somebody wanted 2 cheeseburgers right after like we done cooking cheeseburgers, and I made them anyway. I'm like, it's gonna take some time, but I'm gonna make you the cheeseburgers. Made them fresh. People love them. But this bitch ate 4 fucking hot dogs. And when I returned to the grill, Fabian, it was cold. It was ice cold.
It's been sitting there
It
for a
was
bit.
sitting there for like 4 hours. The grill was already
Off,
off.
yeah.
Like,
And she
so
was
there's
just raw.
no,
Ew, bro.
no way
Cold
anyone
ass
turned
raw
off the
dogs
grill.
is gross, bro.
Bro.
That's another level of weird, bro.
I could not believe my eyes.
I've never been that horrendously down bad of
I
like
don't think
hunger.
she noticed they weren't cooked.
She thought they was cooked in the water.
She probably thought they was cooked.
Some people do cook them and then throw them in the water.
Took out
sometimes.
4?
Yeah. Damn.
I was like, I was
Shout out to you, girl.
disgusted. I was disgusted.
Whoever
I
your
was
name is.
appalled. I don't even know her name. I didn't bother asking her name. That's how disgusted I was. But I thought it was a dream, bro. I gave that person the benefit of the doubt. I thought it was a dream. I'm like,
Has there ever
tripping.
been a time where you've been so high you looked at something and was like, "Is that what I think it is?"
Yes,
And then it
that
turns
day.
out, and then it turns out it wasn't that though.
Oh no.
So then why would you question yourself?
Well, because I was also very tired. I was like, it was
Ah.
fucking 3:30 in the morning when I saw that.
True.
So I'm thinking I'm just sleepy. I'm like getting over all the like the
There have been
highness.
times where like I've seen a coat and I'm like, "Oh, there's a person in my room." But it's
Happens
just
to
because I'm
everybody,
tired.
though.
It's just because I'm tired.
Exactly.
Like,
The tired
Yeah.
is what does
it's
that.
my
to you.
coats like in the hanger. I'm like, "That's a person," and I'm like, "No, it's
They're
not."
staring at you.
Yeah.
So
But hey, there's been a time this woman was actually staring at me through my window and it scared the shit out of me. And I was like, wait a minute. And imagine if I was like in that loopy state.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would have been losing my
I
mind.
was loopy as fuck, and I could not believe my eyes until she just brought it up out of nowhere. She's like, "Did you see that girl eating the hot dogs?"
That means
raw?"
everyone realized it was
Everybody
happening while it was happening
saw that.
and didn't say anything.
No one said
I would
a
have been
word.
like, girl, this is raw from across the room.
And you know what's so funny? There was an open fire, like a.
Oh, she could have put him on a stick.
I'm
and
like,
cooked
she
him.
could have did that. She could have did that, but she didn't.
She could have roasted him over a fire. It would have probably tasted way better.
So this was initially supposed to be a pool party. There's a pool at her house,
Ooh.
right? But nobody got in at a reasonable time. These group of people though, they got in at like 10, and by the time they got out, it was fucking cold outside. So this is why I think they didn't leave earlier. I think they legitimately
We're waiting to
were
get dry off?
frozen. Were frozen. Because they were just sitting there huddled, like, you know when you're so cold you
Yeah.
just can't move?
Yeah.
I think that's what happened to them.
For 3 hours though?
I don't know because it was like they got out like midnight,
Uh-huh.
and then that's
You said
when
they
like
got-
I
they left
shut.
at 4.
Yeah, when they got out of the pool, I started shutting off the grill. So I'm like, all right, and then I think they just overstayed their welcome. But I think for maybe at least like 2 hours, they couldn't move at all. I think they were just so cold. And then eventually they left, and then we just woke up the next day and then cleaned up. Had to clean up, but
That's the worst after a party.
the crazy
Clean up.
part of the whole thing, the fact
the
that
raw
that
dog
bitch
then.
ate 4 raw hot dogs. I couldn't believe myself, Fabian. And I think this is an awesome place to end it. And we will see you guys later. We're gonna finish up these sandwiches because I'm still hungry. And last thing, do not eat raw hot dogs, please. We
You might
barely
get
want to
sick.
eat cooked hot dogs.
Yeah, you might get sick.
That's just part
That's
of
like
American
asking to get
tradition,
sick.
right?
Yeah.
You don't know what's in there to grind it up
Yeah,
animals and shit.
it's a bunch of grinded up, discarded meats that we didn't use usually.
Usually.
Unless
So,
you get them really quality hot dogs.
if you're that girl that raw dogged 4 hot dogs, rethink your life choices.
Or go into another business.
Hey, you.
You might be really well somewhere else.
That's crazy.
Raw dog and 4.
We will see you guys on the next one.